Good morning. I'd like to ask you a quick question here this morning. What is your zone of genius? What are you so excellent at that you can fully involve yourself in it, and it takes up your time and your energy, and you don't even know that time is passing, and time begins to, you kind of warp through time, and you get crazy amounts done, and you're super focused. What is that thing for you? So much of the time as business owners, we spend our time on things that don't really matter, that are urgent but not super important. And I've talked about this in the past. I'm kind of bringing in a couple of ideas from a few other books. There's a book called Flow by, I think his name is Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, Hungarian, or there's another book called The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. And in those books, people talk about a lot of research that's gone into this. Research consistently shows that when you're doing the thing that you're passionate about, the thing that you love, the thing that you were made to do, not something you're good at, not something you're great at, something that you are a genius in. When you are doing that thing, you can again, time will pass, you'll forget to go to the bathroom or eat food or whatever else, and then you're involved in this thing, and you end up getting far more done. You're far more efficient, you're far more focused. That is something that I want to challenge you to focus on for today. Now again, I preface this by saying it's not something you're good at or you're great at. So much of the time, again, we spend time on things that we're good at or we're even great at, but not that we are fantastic at. Not that we are better at than almost anyone else we know. And when you're doing those things, that's what separates you. That's what creates your niche. That's what creates this tribe around you, because people say, this person is incredible. I need to follow them. I have to be around them. And that's where you're going to bring your following. That's where you're going to start your marketing. That's where you're going to start so many things. It's also going to build your business the fastest. I was talking to one of my clients just yesterday, and the struggle was they're struggling with delegating. Delegation is a difficult thing. And the problem is, especially if you're a solopreneur just starting off in business, you're probably good at a lot of the things, and you can probably get them done faster than other people around you. And that seems good. It's awful. Long term, short term, it saves you a bit of time. What does long term is takes away from so much of your business. If you can think back to compounding interest, if you ever learned about compounding interest, the basic explanation is if you put in 1 penny into an investment every single day, or $1 into an investment every single day, and you can get, I don't know, a 10% return on that money, on a monthly basis or on a yearly basis, what starts to happen is it starts to grow faster and faster and faster, and the scale goes, it screams up. It's the same thing with time. With compounding interest, if you never make that first dollar, if you're making smaller investments, then it grows far smaller. If it's gapped, you only put in investment money every once in a while, then there are problems with that. It doesn't grow as fast. The key to compounding interest is consistency and leveraging something else, interest. In business, it's the same. If you were doing all that work in the beginning, it might look like you're saving more money. You're keeping those dollars for yourself in the beginning instead of investing them. But what happens is long term, it kills you. I think I've heard a question one time: would you rather have $5,000 today, or would you rather I give you a penny and I double it every day for a month, or something like that? It's something ludicrous. And what happens is, or maybe it's 2 months, I'm not sure, but what happens is that $5,000 seems really good right now, but long term, it's the doubling of that money that's going to skyrocket, and you'll be a millionaire within just a few weeks, really. In the same way, if you invest in others right now and you delegate and you focus on what you are best at, what will happen is you will skyrocket in your business. Your business will do some phenomenal things, but you've got to focus on what you're best at. You still have to get sales done. You still have to have marketing done. If those aren't your zone of genius, you still have to get those other things done. But again, you can offload some of it. You can learn the basics that you need and then go with it, but focus on your zone of genius. What I want to focus you on today is asking the question of yourself: what is my area of genius? What is my zone that I'm just fantastic in, and I will be extremely efficient in? For me, there are a number of things here. For me, it's connecting with people one-on-one. That's something that I'm extremely good at. Another thing is gleaning information from books. gleaning information from other teachers. When I hear somebody speak or I read a book, what I can do is I can boil that down and take out the nuggets of information that will make the biggest difference for me and my clients. That's something I'm excellent at. And when I focus on those things more, it helps far more people, and I do better because of it in my business. What is that thing for you? Just think about that, even just for 5 or 10 minutes a day, and if you could think about it for a few minutes every day for the next week, that'll get your subconscious mind connected to it. Confirmation bias will start to kick in, and you'll start looking for it in different ways, okay? So look for that area that you are excellent in. Ask other people if you're not sure yourself. Discover what your zone of genius is, and once you discover it, start spending your time there. As business owners, we are paid the most we are ever paid for is to think. Not to do some small thing, not to shovel if we're the ditch digger, but to think. When we're thinking and building business in our minds, that actually is the most productive time we can utilize. What is your zone of genius? Enjoy your day.